Well, I sprayed on 3 to 4 coats of primer surfacer. I didn't film it. I didn't feel like it. Plus, it's not like you'd see much without me moving the camera a bunch. But it came out pretty smooth. I have to wait between 30 and 60 minutes or 60 and 90 minutes, something like that. And I'm assuming that's in warm temperatures, but since how we're most likely below 50 degrees today, I don't even know what time it is. I might not even get back to it today to sand it up and see if there's anything else I have to fix. Now in some of it, I had a few pinholes, or I had, looked like a paint chip, a small area that needed more attention. So I intentionally put a few runs into it, just trying to coat that one area a little bit. But I have to sand it anyway, just to get rid of the high areas, get rid of any top line imperfections. And this is a build-up type primer, so it might kind of exaggerate some of the blemishes, but then you sand down the top layer of it and it'll work its way down. Hopefully it's not too much sanding. I'm pretty tired of it, but a lot of the imperfections got covered up well. This stuff went on pretty thick. I used I don't remember what I used. I think Rust-oleum primer surfacer. Let me leave my tent here. Try and not trip. What do we got here? We got Rust-oleum primer surfacer. And as I take it, it's kind of like a Bondo. To fill in those tiny blemishes that you missed with the Bondo, missed with the sanding, whatever. This lets you find them, it fills them in, and then you do a final sanding on it with 320 to improve it. Recommendations is to do a 1-to-1 mixture on this with Rust-oleum's specialty reducer. I got this stuff at AutoZone. I think between $20 and $30 for the surfacer, $10 to $20 for the reducer. It went on pretty thick. It went in nice. I actually had to work pretty hard to get it to run, but I didn't have any accidental runs. Now, the first batch I made, I guess in a sense the first 2 coats, was a large, what is this, 32 ounce mixing cup. I put in, instead of 1-to-1, put in a little bit less of the reducer, but not by much, maybe 10% less. And on the second batch, it was probably closer to only 2 parts surfacer, 1 part reducer. Somewhere roughly like that, just to thicken it up. I watched the video, they talked about if you want it to lay on nice and thick, reduce the reducer in it, and it goes on a little thicker, less likely to run, easier to manage, and there's no adverse effects from it. So I followed that advice, and here in a bit I get to find out if that worked. But I got my spray gun cleaned up. I got my hands mostly cleaned up. I used the PPG, is it? I don't know what it is. I have to go back over here to the bench. The 3M PPS system. So you got your cup you don't throw away. It's more or less your holder cup. Disposable cups to go inside of that, and it comes with the lids. And the cool thing about the lids, if you've never seen it before, is they actually have a filter built straight into it. I believe it's a 200 micron filter. I just seen it on the box. This is really nifty for cleanup. I don't have to clean out my cup or use a new cup every time, you know, and then clean them up at the end. I throw away the lid and the disposable cup, and then all I have to do when I'm all done is just clean up the gun itself, the needle. Well, if you've ever cleaned up a paint gun, you know what you got to do. But I'm definitely really excited, because if I'm able to get this sanded tonight, if it's dried up in time, I will be spraying on probably 3 coats of my desert tan. So for now, we're going to stop the video here, and I'll probably update you after it's painted, because everything's done with. If I run into any problems, I'll do an update, and one of these days I'll get an Instagram. Be a lot easier to show updates daily or every time I work on this, instead of having to do a video for every little tidbit, or if you missed out anything. My mouth is dry from all this painting. And yes, I used a proper gas mask, or filtration mask, whatever you want to call it. So I wasn't able to smell the mask after I put it on. I did half a side with it, or without it, and when I started getting to the point I couldn't breathe, oh crap, forgot my mask. So got that on, did it the rest of the way, and it's looking pretty. I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera or not, but there is a run right over in that way. But sandable, quick and easy. Thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.